Okay, what's going on, y'all? How y'all doing? These people are crazy. These people are absolutely crazy. What's up, Tanya McNeil? How you doing? Good to see you. Thank you for being here. Now, this is what we not gonna do. We are not gonna sit up here and flip the script and flip the history. I guess for the new people who coming around and don't know the history and trying to flip it and and trying to switch storylines or manipulate storylines or nilly vanilly storylines. This is not what we gonna do. What's up, Shady Lies on YouTube? How you doing? Had that boy crying last night. That's what I'm talking about. That I was like, what? Wait a minute. So he over there lying time about, oh, I had somebody since 6 years. Now nigga, stop lying because YouTube just gave me my 5 year anniversary. So how the hell you been my co-host for 6 years and YouTube just gave me my 5 year anniversary notification. So there go one lie. There go one lie with your lying ass. Oh, I had somebody I sat next to 6 years turn on me. He talking about me doing the call in at King Roman. No, stop lying. Stop lying. Distorting the truth. That's where you need to go do your own research. I was in the chat in King Romans. I never called in. And then where's that smoke for King Roman? Because somebody sat up there and said that you with what's this dude name? Shamar or something. You running around with him like y'all Barbie and Ken. And all I put in the chat was, oh, Lemon came out of the closet now. And then King Roman go sit up there and say, oh, he was your right hand man or something, and y'all were together for all these years and you didn't know he was gay. I left it alone. I could have went in. But where's the smoke for King Roman News? Because we all know you don't want that smoke. We all know you can't handle that smoke. So instead of coming and saying crying about me, you need to be going at King Roman, who's the one that's sitting up there talking about you been gay from the beginning. Okay? Now, you not the person that I thought you were. Let's be honest. You don't act the same, you don't look the same, and you sure as hell don't talk the same because you got these 50 different accents. Now let's go back to you don't act the same. First of all, you was all trying to get up with Terry P, back with her in the background and all that. Then you doing the brown sugar. So you alluded to be straight, but you actually not that. Based on the evidence at hand, you got semi-minors running around with you named Michael Jackson and Eli. What the hell? They always say, where the hoes at? Where the hoes at? Where the hoes reside? Well, clearly not over there where you live, because you running around with some post-teen boys. And then on top of that, when you open your phone, it ain't no seductive lady. It ain't no little Kim with her legs wide open. You got some boy in some sequins dressed up there. Like, and then on top of that, you got the grinder app on your motherfucking phone. And then it say you suspended it. So you can't sit up and say, you cannot sit up here, Lemon, and say that you spent 5 years or 6 years next to me because you aren't who you were. Like, you are a whole faking a facade. You out here spinning the notion that you some kind of Casanova, that you some kind of player, but you not that. You not that. And then on top of that, let's talk about this. You sit up there and say you mad that everybody turned on you. All these people turned on you. Well, did you forget that you were up here canoodling, uniting, allying with all my nemesis from the get-go? From the get-go. Not like, oh, let me like putter out the gate and form my own network. From the get-go, you were linking up with all the people who tried to take down, well, I'm gonna say this time what I built. And you expect somebody to be loyal with you on that? I don't understand like how you think you can treat people. That's so weird to me. Like that's how you think that you can link up with somebody enemy and then think they gonna be okay with it. Like, what world do you live in? What world do you think that's okay? That's the epitome of being a turncoat. That's the epitome of being an enemy. Oh, let me start your shit. Let me start my own shit. But go unite with the same people that dislike him. Not that he did anything to him, but because he stayed true to his principles and he was consistent with what he tried to do. That he did it independently and that he didn't need nobody to link up with. That he didn't change what the principles of his brand and he still shitted on them. Then on top of that, you want loyalty? Have you not? What's wrong with your busted ass head? Are you fucking okay? Are you? Do you forget? Do you have amnesia combined with alcoholism that you forget the shit that you done to people, especially me? Because I didn't do shit to you. I ain't your daddy. I ain't your daddy. I ain't gotta be at with you at every damn live and cheer you on. I wanted to see the byproduct. Don't you fucking know that you can't do a live by yourself? Avatar Nation was built with alive by myself. Then it went on to be a panel. It didn't start off as a panel. You cannot do a show from beginning to end by yourself. Every other content creator has had to put in that work and start and do a show from beginning to end. I mean, everybody. I can't think of not one person who has not had to do that, except for you. You cannot do a show from beginning to end. And word on the street is that you know this, and you have to sit up here and pay people to come on your panel to augment it. I feel personally, you don't even want to be there. You don't even want to be there. Half the time, what you doing? You digging up your booty. Half the time, you sitting up there. Half the time, you sitting up there, smoking cigarettes, teleport on your phone, taking a call, dealing with one of the post-teen boys, getting in arguments with your neighbor. It's no dedication and commitment through and through, which is what one of the defining characteristics of all content. Any most time, except for Pizarro, because you know she still there as a professional babysitter. Anytime somebody comes online, that time is dedicated to being focused on their life, except for you. But you want to be treated as if you making this is a priority. But let me get back to what I was saying. Word on the curb is that you paying people to come up on your panel to help you have a life because what? That's the hallmark of having no talent. Anybody can sit. Let's just be honest. Anybody can sit up there and have people on that panel, and then it can be characterized as a show. But what can you do alone? What can you do to have brief seconds of nobody there? Then they come up, then nobody there, and continue it to go through. Not you. Not you. Not you. And paying people to come on your panel so they can be there. There's only people pretending to like you because they get in proceeds from your pockets. Once that money dry up, what's gonna happen? They ain't gonna show up. They ain't gonna like you. There's people up here now pretending to like you. Say, "Ooh, I love you, Lemon. Ooh, I love the cash apps, but I love you too." No, they don't. No, they don't. Watch when the cash apps dry up. They ain't gonna like you. They gonna go to who they really like. Who they really like. Right? And then let's not forget, Lemon, 1999, and you wonder why people turn on you. 1999, not that it really bothers me, but I'm a big loyalty person. I'm big on loyalty. 1999. So don't ever expect fucking loyalty from me because you felt that it was good to disrespect me for 1999. 1999. And you paying people $100, $200. They don't even like your ass, but just to show up. Rick Reed don't like your ass. Rick Reed don't like you. Do you think Rick Reed would have stood up there and showed up to your fucking whatever that was? What, a talent show? If you didn't pay him? Hell the fuck no. Hell the fuck no. But you gotta pay people to like you that don't like you. What? Pay people to like you that don't like you. Once again, let me say it again. Rick Reed would have not showed up. That's how dumb you are. You paying people to like you that don't like you. But you want to say, I turn on you? No. That lemon, that's not the same lemon we're dealing with today. So that conversation should not even come up because what? That ain't the person that was sitting next to me for 5 years. And disloyal as fuck. One of your lives, I'm gonna tell the story every single solidarity time I get on live. I'm gonna say every time you ain't searching, you always say, one, I was sitting up there in the bushes. One of his first lives, he gonna sit up there and take a jab at me. Oh, I don't need clips to do my show. But he can't start his show without a clip now. But you want people to support you when you disrespect them. You curse out everybody fucking body and think that's okay and that's cool and they supposed to come back the next day. Instead of recollecting on who turned on you, you need to look in the mirror. That's why I got the image. That's why I got the thumbnail the way I do. Because that's the way you look. Like a deranged, angry, ugly ass woman when the mirror looking back at your ass. Because how many people have you sit up there and shadow and turn on and said some of the most despicable ass shit to them and they ain't do nothing? People have the right to express their difference of opinion. Even people who express their opinion respectfully, you have an issue. Now you got an issue with binary. You from an intelligence standpoint are not even close. I don't even know why you messing with resto and binary. Because from an intelligence standpoint, you're not even close. And the last thing you should do is mess with people who are way smarter than you. They sit up there and siphon and sucked off of your audience to the point I checked in on binary today. Now I don't watch him. That's no slight to him. I mean, when they left and then they came back, I go peek in. That man got 400 people up in there. And I'm like, 400. Oh, babe, you building up people channels that don't even like you because why you got no talent? You got no talent. How long did it take you? Y'all probably already heard this. How long it took that man years to go live on his own? I'm sitting up there, go live, Lemon. Go live, Lemon. This is your chance. The people like you. No, he don't like it. He's scared. Tell that to the people, Lemon, since you over here not got this bravado and want to curse people out and shit. Tell them that. Tell them that, how Sir King was up here trying to push you to go live. Tell that to fat ass, 4-eye, big head, motherfucker, hypocrisy Jay Wilson, who wants to sit up there and say, oh, I told Sir King, I told him to go live. I told him to leave Lemon. I told him to leave Sir King. Tell him that every time he wants to sit up there and say that, oh, he wanted to separate us with his divisive ass, fake ass preacher. Our years that we were sitting up here trying to tell you to go loud, but you couldn't do it. You were scared. Tell that. Since you want to talk about people who turn on you and who jealous of you, there's nothing to be jealous of. You're not doing anything special. I mean, you're not. You going to Vegas beating up on people, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, let me see what y'all say in the chat. I don't mean to ignore y'all. Let me see. But yeah, where's that smoke for King Roman? Because you're the one that's scared to go at him. He the one that made that commentary about what I said in the chat. But you won't give him no smoke. Anyway. Let me see what y'all saying real quick. Sorry, y'all. The street guy thing is crazy. What's up, Desta A? What's up, Natash? What's up, Brixton, babe? What she said, Brixton, everybody saw that disrespect. Blatant disrespect. Okay. So let's go back to that. Then you gonna link up with Brianna. Then you gonna pull me in a play that I don't run no fucking plays. And then you gonna pull me in a play and think it's cool. Then you gonna have that big ass well of a bitch go sit over there and tell her, you'll let her convince you to take the moderator stick over there on your channel. Not that it was with any thought of yours, but you're gonna have that big ass well of a bitch. You can't keep a man except they got 11 kids over there gonna convince you of that. Look, that's almost a whole damn list I made of all your disloyal, unloyal acts. And you worried about people turning on your ass? Look at your ass in the mirror and see what you've done to people for them to want to turn on you and have no loyalty. You disloyal as fuck. And you sell out for shit. Money don't mean shit at the end of the day when you don't burn all your motherfucking bridges, dumbass. Anyway, you forget about all the shit you do to people. All the shit you do to people. Crazy. Crazy. Let me see what y'all saying. What's up, Rhonda? How you doing? Good to see you. Thank you for being here. Hope you have a great start to the week. Let me see. What's up, Philly T? Sorry, I'm on my mobile app, y'all, so it's a little bit smaller. Sincere says that person sitting next to you, so he probably wanted to play in your booty. Oh hell no! So that wasn't about to happen. But he out here like he taking this thespian shit too far. Motherfucker, you ain't no actor. You ain't in Hollywood. You in the state of California and have not made your ass there yet. You sit up here taking this character shit too far. Like, for real, for real. Think that you can sit up here and, like, curse people out and that's cool. There's something that's called, like, reality. You don't do that shit. Like, you don't treat people like that. I don't know where you live. I don't know who the fuck raised you, but you don't treat people like that. I ain't no motherfucking toy. You know what I'm saying? Like, for you, like, you weird, bro. You expect people like, oh, he turned on me. He was sitting there for 6 years. I'm so tired. And then you gonna sit over there. I apologize to you guys that I haven't shown you the attention. Well, lemonettes, lemon nation, lemon ants, lemon doodle, lemon trash. All the people over there, he ain't gonna show you the attention because he's selfish. He's selfish. And if he does show you attention, he gonna throw it right back on his ass, expecting that if anybody in his clan getting attention more than he getting attention, he gonna get in his feelings. He gonna get in his feelings and think that attention that you get should be for him. He's not gonna shower his people with praise. He not. He not. He not. Talking about, oh, yo, I'm so sorry because he's selfish and he's inherently selfish. Everything's an act. The good boy limit. Oh, guys, I really like you guys. Oh, thank you. No, that's an act. Y'all see who he is, coming drunk, miserable. I want to know where the fuck you left for this half a year. How the fuck you leave half a year and expect everybody to welcome you back with open arms and don't know? I didn't know. Now you can sit up there and tell them people in the back, oh, it was a personal tragedy. Now you screaming and yelling at code and all them because of your brother and all this shit. How we know that shit true? Anybody that respect their brother not gonna be saying, "Oh my brother's grave." Who do that? Who do that? Who do that? Oh, my brother's grave. I will do the like. No, you don't even respect the legacy of your brother. Like, I'm child, and you want loyalty? What kind of loyalty was that? Now let's talk about that. What kind of if you a fixture of a show, what kind of loyalty is that to leave the person you in business with for almost half a year? I guess it could have been longer. I don't know. And my notion was, well, he wasn't a paid employee, so he could leave the fuck whenever he want to leave because he wasn't a paid employee. But since you want to go to loyalty, what kind of fucking loyalty was that to not to inform the person that you're supposed to be having a broadcasting partnership with to not inform them that you're leaving for whatever reason? Since you want to get on loyalty, let's talk about loyalty. How disloyal that was. So you supposed to, you just leave and abscond when you just think it's cool without no, Sir King, I want to let you know I'm enduring a personal tragedy. That's why y'all sit up. That's why I don't believe it. I don't believe it. And I'm gonna go on record and say I don't believe it. Because how you gonna sit up there, you got a nightly popping thing that's putting money in your pocket and you just leave. You just abandoning it. You just abandoning it. No update. I don't care about the people in the platinum chat. You talk. I want to know because they're not the official source, and it's not right for them to be brought into some shit that's your situation. I want to know why the fuck did you leave for 6 months? Because at this point in time when you left, it was a business. Money was being made. So you set up and left and go. I'm not okay, whatever. But since you talking about loyalty, you sat next to me, then why the fuck did you not tell the people you left and I'm absconded for 6 months and nobody really know the fuck why? Because I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't know why he left. If I had to leave, I would have sat there and DM'd him right quick. Like, yo, bro, I gotta take a break for whatever reason. I'll be good. Da 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 da. Boom 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 boom. Oh, I'll be like, okay, at least I know. Everybody showing up nightly. Well, I don't know. And I say he not a paid employee, so it's not my right to know. And I kept it pushing. But since we want to go back to this whole thing about loyalty, that was a true act of loyalty to not let me know at least what's going on to some degree. And that's why I question the whole situation about the family member to this day. I think you probably went away in the pen or some shit. I don't know. To me, that sounds like some prison shit. You abscond, you go away, you got caught up. Okay, it is what it is. But you want to sit up here now talking about oh my brother. You don't even respect your brother. Like you don't even talk to you don't even talk about your brother like as if it was someone you respect. So I'm gonna say that right now. That whole situation is weird as fuck to me. It's still weird as fuck to me. And probably will be as weird as fuck to me. Because when Dibble's around here hounding me about what the fuck going on, I'm like, I don't know because I really didn't know. Because the consideration was not extended as to letting me know what the fuck was going on. But now you come back because you got to remember he's a professional liar and a thespian. He know the things that will pull at somebody. See, somebody already used one of them. One thing that pulled at people's heartstrings around here is babies and death. That's it. And maybe sometimes marriage and professional accomplishments. But around here, the two things that somebody really won't get on you about is babies and death, right? So if you mention that, oh, somebody died around here, they'll kind of leave you alone. And that's what he went to, the death to somebody. Now, if they die, I don't know. I don't know. But the circumstances are very suspicious. Very suspicious. Let me just say that. All right, let me see what y'all saying. What's up, Queen Diva? How you doing? Good to see you. Thank you for being here. Hope you're doing well. What's up, Ryan P? Let me see what else. He's no match. Brisbane, he's no match for Binary, and Resto is painful to watch. Right. That's the worst thing he could have done was engage with them intellectual people over there, and they done used him and sucked them up. So they had a plan. They had a plan. They came over. Now I'm not saying they partnered together, but they had a plan. Binary had his plan. Resto had his plan, and they said, "Ooh la la! Look what we got here. Look what we got here." Mm. Let me see. Let me see what y'all saying. Shady Lies in YouTube. That's what I mean. I just peeked over there and I'm like, how that man that? No disrespect, Binary. But how that man because I remember when Binary came over before, it was like 70 something. Then they left and absconded, and then they went now went on there, was like 4 something. I was like, damn, bro, like that's why I said it was like the Binary talent show. Oh Lord, look who here. Teamless. Oh, what's up? Too much oxygen. How you doing? Good to see you. Let me see. Yanni M, what's going on, girl? How you doing? He's perplexed. He's more than perplexed. He's drunk, perplexed, lying, and all that. So, I sound like you. I'm trying to imitate you, Themis. All right, let me see what else y'all saying. Let me see you saying in the chat. Let me see. I'm just going through y'all comments real quick. What's up, Marvelous Must? How you doing? Thank you for being here. How you doing? Hope you're having a great and marvelous day. You said you speaking truth about him. I'm just going. I don't like. Listen, I'm just marvelous. I'm just sitting here perplexed. Somebody said perplexed. I'm perplexed how you expect loyalty and don't get like y'all gotta understand. Like I think I told somebody this today. Sober or drunk, those are your words. So you're not gonna keep getting no passes when those words come out of your mouth. It's just sober or drunk. So you know what I mean? Like I'll be honest, I don't watch him. I don't watch him. That's not the person I knew. Half the time he's not even there. To be honest, that's the channel. If anybody that need to go get a launching pad to come up, go over there to Limit Champ. He'll let you up because you helping him augment his broadcast because he ain't got no talent. He ain't got no talent. And then this is the worst thing. You don't use the people that support you. You don't use the people that support you. Now, there's going to be some low self-esteem motherfuckers up there who'll be glad for people to mention their name in other broadcasts or comment to them in the chat, and they're going to get used up, okay? But you don't use your people because at the end of the day, whether it be 10 people or be 200 people, you want those people that really ride or die with you to be ride or die. And when you use people up, or you use people like that, they're not going to be with you like that. And I've seen so many people. Anyway, he'll learn, I guess. I don't know. Shady Lies on YouTube says no membership lies. Hey, well, that's me too. I told my people, I said, listen, I said I don't do membership lives like that, but that's just an argument reputation of your support. So I can't knock him. Now, if he come up here saying that he gonna do membership shit, then that's wrong and you don't do it. You know, you know. Because I just don't want the reason why I don't do membership live because I don't want it to be redundant on what I do during my live. I mean, sometimes you can set fair expectations for people about what they're going to get, and some people like to have an extension of their support. But I don't know if you do that over there. So I appreciate my members, I sure do, and I give them special acknowledgement and attention, especially when I see them. What's up, Brixton Babe? Like Brixton Babe is a moderator and a member. Sir King has never cursed out. I sure haven't. I sure not. And I was thinking, and when I do my commentary, I have to think about, okay, am I being fair in my analysis? And I say the only time, because I have to look at the people I fall out to, I have fallen out with people. But the only time I fall out with people is when they overstep their boundaries. There's the boundaries that subscribers, moderators, and chatters have. And some people have overstepped their boundary where they want to turn my channel into their channel. And I was like, oh, hell no, we not. We had somebody this day who's come back from a religious Lent retreat who tried to come over here and select the emojis we were going to put to represent us. I'm like, oh, no, we're not. Oh, no, we're not. So that's really the all you play in my face. You play in my, you can't, the one thing, the most valuable thing that a content creator has is his supporters. Because what good is it if you sitting up there talking to in a live by yourself? That don't mean shit. You can talk to yourself in the mirror. That don't mean nothing. But and the thing is, you can't let other chatters harass other chatters or supporters and stuff like that. No, 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 no. Once that happens, everything could fall to shambles because now they don't know if they could trust you, and people will pay you to control you. And at the time, that money is like a bad investment because those people are paying to control you, and then they sit up there seeing, and your audience is seeing that you let certain people get away with certain things that they can't, and they'll move on because that means what? You're not genuine. It's a whole art and psychology to this, moderator, payola, supporter shit. What's up, CEO, little boss lady? How you doing? Good to see you. Thank you for being here. I hope you doing well and bossing the world. Ron P says, so true, at Bristol. No problems like that with Sir Kane for all these years. No, I don't curse out people like that. Because I treat people how I want to be treated. Don't be sitting up here cursing at me. And that's the thing Lemon kind of had was, like, Like I told y'all, the reason I had to sit up there and put a kibosh to all that stuff that Lemon tried to do was because you on live. Listen, y'all, in the heyday, in the pandemic, we were on live for an average of 4 hours a night. 5 hours, 6 hours. I don't think we crept up to 7. But we were there for a good portion of people's jobs and sleep schedule. And the worst thing that happened was to come back to your live. And let me tell you something. YouTube has made it more lenient now to get your videos green. But back in the day, we up there 6 hours. I did an experiment. I did an experiment one time. I said, let Lemon go off, right? And I want to see something. Let Lemon go off. Boom, I let him go off. He went off on somebody or something or whatever. Right? Wake up the next day, the video yellow. And that's the time in which YouTube was slow as hell on reviewing the video to turn it green. So you miss out on a couple of days revenue off that video. All right, I said next day, boom, let me do it again. Come back, let him go off, video yellow. I'm like, shit, this is it. It's him. It's him. It's him because I'm cool, calm, collected, ain't saying nothing, and then boom, wake up, yellow video. Got to submit a review. That's taking a couple of days. So yeah, so that was crazy. But yeah, okay. You said okay, SK. You are whipping the ice on the cake pretty thick. Please don't put no more. I don't know what you're talking about. Simple process says. What you talking about, girl? What you talking about, girl? Okay, let me see. Ronald Brothers says, I can't stand to watch him. He's too evil for me to watch. He starts out trying to be nice, and then 10 minutes later, he's drunk and nasty, and I can't handle hearing his voice. I told you, he reminded me of a wife beater. He remind me of a wife beater. He remind me of that person who, hey, how you doing, Rhonda? You having a great day? Oh, you look so good. You look so nice. And then once the door closes, he beating your ass and cursing at you once he had a cup of teleport. You know, it's just weird. Well, I'm glad to know you weren't sold either, Philly T. I don't know. Shady lies. He was probably shady. I don't know. He was probably in rehab, in the hospital, or in jail. That's me. That's my wager. If somebody really passed away, oh, my condolences. But you ain't acting like it. You ain't acting like it. That's what I gotta say. Philly T, thank you for your gesture of 1999. I'm trying to highlight it on the screen, but I can't. But thank you so much for your kindness, because it's been an interesting. It's been interesting. What's up, Diva D? How you doing? Good to see you. You definitely said that when folks asked about. Okay, Marvelous Me says you definitely asked that when folks asked about him. You never specified why he was absent, because I didn't know. I didn't know. And let me tell you something about me, Marvelous Me. I'm not one to pry. So if something happens to Marvelous Me, I'm not going, ooh, Marvelous, what's going on? Da, da, da. No, because you may be in healing, you may be in grief, and I don't want to sit up there and have that be worse because of me inquiring. Like, I don't do that to people. I feel when people tell you when they're ready, and he never told me, so I guess he was never ready. Yanni M says, "Dude is diabolical." It's just that drinking. It's just whatever's in that jungle juice is really weird. I don't know. What's up, Honey Love? Honey loves Nirvana. How you doing? Good to see you. Thank you for being here. Oh, you doing good. They looking at some problem. They looking at the neighborhood. Anyway, ain't gotta do with me. Let me see what y'all saying. Okay, Rhonda says, Sir King, Lemon has driven while drunk on here. It's possible he had to do time for DUI, which that's a huge possibility, and it wouldn't be a surprise. Rhonda, that's a good point. Rhonda, that's a very good point. It's something, y'all. It's not. I don't. I told you, I don't think it's the brother. I think the brother's an excuse, but I don't think it's the brother. Brother's an excuse. Normally, when somebody goes away, they did a bid. Y'all who live in the hood know somebody unless something happens, somebody's sick, somebody something. But that don't make no sense to me. It don't. It don't. I don't know. That's weird. Why they split up like that? Oh, they must. I don't know. What's up, Bush baby? How you doing? Good to see you. Thank you for being here. Oh, well, all is well with you. What did they do? Yo, this is weird. It's like these people got out of this car and they done split. They done split 4 different ways. I don't know if they canvass in the neighborhood. I don't know. Anyway, amen. Let me see that. Let me see what else y'all saying. Sign up. You know you were or are. Okay. Well, I'm just reading your comments real quick. He cussed that fake. Yeah, I saw that Marvelous Me. He was going in on him. I like, damn. I didn't understand the context. Like, I didn't see what Jay Wilson wrote. Like I said, I didn't in passing. But see, I'll have to better understand that. But that's Jay Wilson provoking people to keep him in the algorithm. He ran over there and said something living and got his ass cursed out. I don't watch them either. I may check in on his lives for maybe 5 minutes or so. But listen, y'all. Let me be honest. I did sit up there and try to listen to his lives, but they just weren't resonating with me because he was sitting up there cursing people out and shit like that. Ooh, child, 42 months, child. Ooh, Lord, that's what three. That's what. That's almost 4 years. Ooh, thank you, Philly T. I appreciate that. That's loyalty, Lady Steph. What's up, Lady Steph? Now, y'all, I was about to be real petty, and I was about to show you the cash outs that I sent Lemon, but some of them cash outs that I sent was like for other people. So I wasn't gonna pull them into the situation. But y'all gonna see how much limit has sent me. And I ain't talking about right now. I'm talking about during the Avatar Nation days. I went through one of them, and I gave that nigga. Yes, I hate that N word. I gave that nigga $100. I gave that nigga $100, and it said for loyalty and something else for loyalty. Straight up loyalty. Loyalty, $100. In addition to the money that was made sitting at my right hand side. That's loyalty, nigga. That's loyalty. That's loyalty. Lord. You got witches up here who won't motherfucking like you that wouldn't give you shit, but you over there sending them shit, they don't even like you. And never did like you. But now that they see that you the money pot, they gonna pretend to like you to get you something. Like child. I'm getting mad just thinking about that shit. I really am. What's up, Dubna Jones Loan? Sorry, I got your name wrong. Dabna Loans. How you doing? Good to see you. Thank you for being here. Not a cup of Taylor Port. All of this dirty water. Shit, I hate to say this. You may say I'm grinding for saying it, but I hope Lemon don't turn into another Brian with the way he treating his body. Shit, you never know. Never know. Mhm. All right, I do not like how they allow you to show these comments. Okay. Oh, thank you. Detached. Our milestones show what kind of person Sir King has been to us. Well, thank you. 41 months. Damn. Ooh, child, those are years. Those are years. Thank you very much, Detached. I appreciate y'all support. They know I do because I show my engagement behind the scenes and thanking them for that. Because listen, it's hard for a content creator to maintain their audience, especially when it's not the hot spot to be. Because let me be honest, people have the right to go anywhere and where they want to go, right? That's their choice. That's their choice. So when people have been around you for years, that's not something that we take it for granted. So I truly do appreciate them and their loyalty. It don't have to be that way. It don't have to be that way at all. So that's why I damn sure ain't gonna be cursing out nobody. Like what? Yeah, Brixton down in the rehab. I'm just telling y'all. That's my thought. I may have conveyed that to y'all before. I think, like I told you, either jail, rehab. We know his ass ain't going no damn retreat. So either that, I honestly don't feel it was. I honestly don't. I don't feel it was no loss on my brother. I really don't. I just, y'all know who been around me. I'm very perceptive on how people move, how people act after certain life events. And you're not going to tell me that coincide with that and you referencing your brother. Like, no. The way you spit your brother's name around, you'd be like, "Oh, I went to Chuck E. Cheese on my dead brother." Like what? Like why would you even include that? Like what? Like that don't make no damn sense of why you still be including your brother in some damn Chuck E. Cheese. Who gives a crap? Like that just tell me that something ain't right, and you just doing that shit to pull at people's heartstrings. Like it may be that he done did something to his brother and got some shit fucked up, and he ain't telling us that part. You look at that. He may have done something to his brother. He may have got in an accident and caused his brother to suffer some kind of impairment or some shit. Y'all look at connect how it's some guilt. I'm gonna tell you something. It's some guilt going on there. There's some guilt going on. There's some guilt going on right there. That's all I'm gonna say. That's some guilt going on. You said SK. He sat there and said horrible things he would do to her mom. Mm, okay. All right. Okay. All right. They keep. Mm. What's up, Binary? Binary, what's your IG? What's your IG, Binary? If you on IG, I don't know if you on IG or not. What's up, Keisha Bishop? How you doing? I don't know if you communicate that way, but I need to ask you a question. That's terrible. Like that's why I say like I don't. So okay, I'm not rehashing this, but I want to rehash it again for the new people. Listen, I don't support shit because that shit that he doing now because he never did that over here. Right? That's like saying, oh, you supported me when I loved the Lord, but now you're not supporting me that I love Lucifer. I'll be like, damn right, I'm not supporting you because you loving Lucifer. No, when you was over here, when you love the Lord, now that you love Lucifer, like hell no, you're not gonna get that kind of support. So I don't know why you mad because of that switch up. No. Rhonda says I was watching him for a couple of minutes and he stood up there and told Tulsa she should have died and he kept saying die. And the ones on his panel continue giggling. Let me tell y'all something. Y'all don't believe in that energy warfare shit. Like I honestly feel like listen, imagery, commentary. There's some like religious battles going on here, and they're using different like how they call them conduits. So they're using different people to promote their like evil agenda. Right? Lemon, I feel he said he on demon time. Let me tell you something. I feel Lemon is of some demonic entity. I really do. I really do. You like, sir, can you get no? I really do feel like he is of some demonic entity, and maybe that's why I feel. Maybe that's why the Lord caused the schism to happen between he and I, because we are of two different energies. I'm of positivity, light, in the Lord. He over there being of Lucifer, darkness, and on demon time. No, that ain't gonna work. Even if we try to make it work. It just ain't gonna be oil and water just because of the spiritual energy behind us. We are not the same. We are not the same. We are not the same in that capacity. So it would never work. It would never work just because of the demonic energy, imagery, and all that stuff. When he would say he was on demon time over here, I'm like, what? What time you on? I just chalk it up and say, okay, maybe that's a four. I mean, maybe that's just a misspeak or something like that. But so yeah, that's what I gotta say. Look at binary mingle roach ass. Child. Binary, I hope they didn't do that to you with that lady out there. You all hugged up on that lady, binary. I hope they didn't violate your privacy like that, but I don't know. I don't know. Mm. Yeah, I know. I agree with you, Brixton. Back to the sender with that mess. All right, let me see. Let me see what y'all saying. So that's what I gotta say. Um, y'all, please look into that big better bill. What's up, storylines of content? Y'all, please look into that big better bill. Now, some of it is, for the retirees, it's of some benefit. I know we switching gears real quick, but I need to just say this because the Medicare thing, y'all, they listen. That's scary. If you under the age, if you between 18 and 65 or whatever, 45 or whatever, and you ain't got no job, and you able body, and you on Medicare, you gonna need to work for what do you say, 80 hours a month. So y'all need to get y'all shit straight. I guess there ain't no more mooching on the government. I don't know how the Medicare, Medicaid system, I don't know how that works. But I'm just telling y'all, they done changed that. So if you sitting up here not working or not doing what you need to do and you can't work and you using Medicare and all that stuff, he done changed the rules. He done say you need to put in 80 hours of work somewhere. So 80 hours a month. Yeah, 80 hours a month. So I'm just letting y'all know. And if y'all get tax, I guess he gonna say free taxes. Well, no, not free taxes. Free tips and overtime. So no tax and overtime. So we'll see. What's up, Max Boogie? He gonna work their ass right into a disability check. I know. I'm like, what? It's not funny, but it was like, damn, they ain't got no job, and and then he like, oh, so what you gonna do if you ain't got no? Woo! I don't know. Simplified Success says, SK, you still have all your respectful, humble moderators for years. That shows a lot. And nobody has moderators like you. I have the best moderators in that game. And that's not to pacify them, that's to speak the truth. But I handpicked my moderators specifically based on their virtual DNA. I saw how they act in other chats. and it went from there. So it wasn't no popularity contest. It wasn't nothing like that. Ain't nobody bought no moderator sticks over here. It's all built on character. So I'm glad to say they're still around. Now some people have departed because of life and so forth, but I appreciate their loyalty because they could have absconded and left too, but they did not. So Max Week says, I really wish you and Lemon could talk in private, but I'm not that lucky. No, 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 no. I'm good. I'm good. Because you know what, Max Boogie, life is showing me like time is such an incredible thing. Because time will show you things over time. Time will show you things over time, and I've seen a lot. And right now, Max Boogie, he's in a place, a dark place, that I don't really want to interact with. Something's going on, Max Boogie, and unfortunately, this application is enabling that to continue to grow. But something's not right. Something's not right about the disappearance that lasted so long. Something's not right. And you know what, Max Boogie, knowing that man's love for money and his disappearance, something's not right. Something's not right. Something's not right. You don't immediately cut off the money printer for something else. So that's how I feel. That's how I feel. So let me see what else you're saying. I'm still work. Okay. Trying to rhyme them. Okay, let me see. Okay, let me see. I hope and pray you never let me ever be your co-host again. Now, let me just say this, Rhonda. That don't ain't gonna happen. But I'm not gonna say that you may not see him and I on a panel because that's a small world and network of YouTube. We may be on a panel, but in terms of that. I don't think that it's too many words. See, it's too many words with too many actions. And once I can't trust you, I can't trust you. I just can't. Because when he did, it broke out the way he did, and I'm seeing everybody on his live bashing me, dogging me out, and he know I didn't do shit to him. And he allowed, and you run immediately to the opposition. Nah, that's not cool. He didn't even put up a paper cloth to them. He said, "Come on in, come on in." So I'm like, okay, I see how that is. Now he said, "We know that that's not limit, so let's pray for him." Well, you never know. He may get saved and revert back to the old limit. I guess that was never him. Max Boogie says you have a better rapport with him than us, and you notice a change sometime. We be needing home base to time. No, but I think that's beyond me. Something's not right. Like you don't never get into, you don't never get and start dealing with demonic energies. And once a man says he's a demon, then I can't help you. You need some holy water and a cross and some onions and to deal with that. I can't help you. And you telling me you have demonic energy, so why you telling me? It ain't like you not telling me. You telling me you have demonic energy, so why the hell do I ever want to deal with that? Oh hell no! And then that get on me? No. Better go to a church. Dr. Sophie says extremely mean and nasty. I don't deal with that in my real life. I see people very differently now. I know. You gotta be careful how you treat people, even if it's in joking. You do, because you gotta remember that. So, mhm. Let me see what else y'all saying. It was so hurtful to see that happen to SK. And apparently, a lot of that stuff detached, I didn't even watch. Because when you watch that shit, you consume it. But just to see it happen, it's like, yo, bro, what the fuck? Like, I would never let people come up. Well, at that point in time, I would never let nobody come up and bash them like that. Like, and then when they did try to do it, I would cut them off, or I would hem haw, or I would flush them. I would never let them. But nah, I don't give a damn. I don't give a. They're gonna have a whole damn lemon brigade drag party, and I wouldn't care. I wouldn't care because that's fucking wrong. But he was all about himself anyway. He wanted to sit up there and try to build himself. And he thought, okay, the way I could do it is I know that Sir Key is not well liked, so let me get all his outs. But then y'all got to take it one step further. How long was he sitting up here talking with people who didn't like me? For you to sit up there and have that kind of rapport with Brianna, to the fact that y'all sit up there coordinating this dumbass show for the love of whatever her fat ass name was. And then so they're like, y'all gotta think about it. Damn, how long was he talking to Sir King ops while pretending to like Sir King? Ain't nobody fucking asked that question. Ain't nobody fucking asked that question. How long was he sitting up here playing the Sir King motherfucking face? Was he playing the Sir King motherfucking face for 5 fucking years? While you sitting over there giving them fake ass, dry ass tears to motherfucker, you didn't sit next to me because you were really enthralled with me. It was beneficial to your ass. That's why you sat next to me. But once again, how long were you sitting next to those people who did not like me, plotting and planning on my downfall? Striking for the right opportunity. Anyway. Let me see. Swap the L to a D. Yeah, make a baby onions. Yes, you're gonna need everything. Shit. You're gonna need everything. And some dust. Devontae Jones, excuse me, I keep saying your name wrong. Sorry, Devanya. Sorry, Davna. I don't know why they changed your names. Sorry, Davna Long. She said, Sir King, I've heard people say Lemon has always been the way he is now. You just kept him in good behavior. When they say that, they said that he have a tongue on him where he could come and pop off and get nasty. Yes, but he never talk about beating people and violating the motherfuckers and shit like that. No, he never talked like that over here. He ain't never ever inclined. Now, did he curse people out? Yeah, but not like we didn't get like, well, I did get tinge of wife beater on him, but I didn't, but not to this extent. Not to this extent. But not to this extent. Brixton made him ran to them because he was looking at numbers. He was looking at Lemon is a popularity person. He wants to be popular. Okay. All right. He over there, child. He over there thinking Miss Bell Pepper knows is his friend. Who gonna travel? Miss Bell Pepper who travel around for to get fornicated on because nobody in Texas want to deal with her ass. Yeah, her. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Simplified Success says, but in reality, the young lady that says that she heard that he was always that way, that might be true. He respected. Well, I'm not saying just like he the captain of his ship, I was the captain of my ship over here. I wasn't about to sit over here and not have my ship monetized after putting in all that work, research, and dedication and thought process into my program just for that to be sabotaged. No, oh hell no. Sorry. Sorry, y'all. There's some people behind me. I'm like, what they doing? He didn't get a chance because you stopped it. Yes, Curry. Curry, I sure did. I mean, whether it be a chance of me stopping it, I mean, you got to understand, he did go to other platforms and visit them too, and he never exhibited that behavior. So I don't think he was of that. I don't think that was of him. Now you got to understand, there are two sides to Lemon. There's the nice, calm Lemon, and then there's the jungle juice Lemon. So when he get a hold of that jungle juice, aka teleport, he turns into something else. So so. All right, let me see what y'all saying. Rhonda says, what's even scarier is watching those women and men sit up there on a panel anywhere else talking, let him talk to them that way. That's wrong with them seriously. But Rhonda, you gotta understand. Usually those who allow themselves to do that are getting something out of it that they want, right? Maybe their name being mentioned, or they be getting attention, or maybe them being able to escape something else that's going on currently at that time, or they may be setting his ass up for something he don't even know about it and keeping him occupied in the process. So, when somebody allows you to hit them and abuse you, don't, I'm just saying, don't. think they may not have another plan for your ass. So I'm just saying, you know, they'll be like, okay, I'm gonna get you one day. Just wait, just wait. So, you know, they may be just saying that. I don't know. Curry says he was always like this. It just wasn't allowed. Mm. Yeah, I call it jungle juice because he act like a whole motherfucking heathen when you get that jungle juice in him, like he Hercules or the Incredible Hulk and shit. Talking about, pull up, pull up, pull up. And he over there talking about binary. Don't make me violate you. Don't make me violate you because you know I can make things uncomfortable. I was like, where did this fake ass mob boss emerge? Who? What role is this? What movie is this? The Lemon Mob Boss? My boss of the damn Fruitland. What what role are we playing? Like, where did this come from? Don't make me die. I can make things uncomfortable. How the hell you gonna make things uncomfortable for Louder? It look like he making things uncomfortable for you. He ran and took your people. Like, what? I was like, I can make things uncomfortable for you. Like he's sitting over there like he a real life P Diddy. Like binary up there trying to get a singing contract. Like, what? Nigga, I'm sure binary can sit up there and make something uncomfortable for you. Take your motherfucking teleport. What? Yeah, we said what? We said what? Let me say that about binary. Yeah, I guess he was threatening him to not say something in his live, I guess, or something. Yeah. 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 It was like, what? Boy, you done really put on the acting cape. What thespian school did you go to? I want, boy, I, I was saying, you know, I'll get them a rating for raising disillusioned fools. They told them they could really act but not deal with reality. Like, what the hell? I was like, what? I'll violate. Like, what is that? I'll violate. No man should ever say they gonna violate somebody. The only violate that should ever come out of their mouth is the damn parking citation. They got a parking violation or some shit. Like, I'll violate you. Like really? Anyway. What else I want to talk about? Anything else? No, that's it. I'll drop my link in case anybody got anything they want to say because I know a lot of y'all have been traumatized by that man. You know, let's get a little bit deeper. Let's twist the knife a little bit. Let's twist the knife. Lemon, where your daddy at? Lemon, where your daddy? Lemon, you don't talk nothing about your daddy. You don't never talk about nothing about your father. You don't talk nothing about no male role model, but you want to sit up here and talk like you've heard someone speak like that before in your damn life. Because the way you curse out women, it seems like you had a master class in seeing that for yourself. So did your daddy curse out people, or you know, when you were younger and you were just repeating that behavior? Because I'm gonna connect the motherfucking dots that other people won't. I'm not stupid. Because let's just be honest, the behavior and the vernacular and the tone in which Lennon constantly exhibits on his platform is for someone who has seen or heard that. That's just not stuff you say to people. And the tone and the anger, the tone that you get in is of a wife beater tone, is of a male abuser. Child, I'm just putting it out there. I don't know. Mm. What's up, real mama Fifi? How you doing? Good to see you. Thank you for being. I'm just saying. Because the way you get ill like that ain't no. That's like you see somebody whoop somebody's ass at the house or something. I'm just saying. Mhm. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. The way you just disrespect women and shit and all that, and talk this shit. You don't even have no reverence for women, to be honest. You don't have no reverence for women. You don't. And that's the sad part about it. Sour Patch, your days are numbered. Beans and cornbread beans and cornbread and collard greens, your days are numbered. Y'all say the wrong shit to him, which y'all probably y'all have already. Y'all come back and reconcile because he probably the only man that's giving y'all attention that y'all realize. Anyway, you know, I'm just saying, but people lust for women. I guess they lust for a younger man. They're surrounded by older men or no men at all. I don't know. It's just like, ooh. I'm just saying, I'm just connecting the dots, y'all. I'm just sitting up here, these women are just happy to have somebody in his age demographic talk to them just to say hello. Hello. then, then he makes their day and then he cursed their ass out 5 minutes later, talk about they don't support him. Anyway. What's up here, not a touch touch? How you doing? Good to see you. Thank you for being here. Storylines for content says, hold on. Oops, hold on. I'm trying that way. Okay. Limit gonna keep his Discord characters. Limit is going. Oh yeah. Well, that's the thing. I tell you, he ain't got no talent. So he gonna do what he need to do. He using the neighborhood for content. Once he done using the neighborhood, watch he gonna use that dog for content. He already done did. And then what you gonna see? Then he gonna emerge from his house. He gonna go down to the damn Taco Bell in the middle of the night, use them for content. Anything to keep it going. Because you gotta be of real substance. He ain't got no substance. He's grasping for straws. Let's be honest. Let's be honest. So let's see. You said, I'm just trying to connect the dots. I'm just connecting the dots. I want to know where the daddy is. Where the daddy? Where the pappy? Where the pappy then, man? Where the pappy? Because you exhibiting behaviors of your pappy gone wrong. That's what I'm saying. And then, child, listen, I don't know. I don't know. Let me leave that alone. Let me leave that. Thank you, Hinata Touch. Wishing everyone a beautiful day. May you continue to invite blessings, spread love, and prosperity to you. Well, Hinata Touch, put that over there in Lemmon's chat and see what he say to you. He gonna probably curse your ass out. But thank you for leaving it here. I don't think they lust for him. I think they are just used to abusive relationships. You know what? That's interesting you said that, but I didn't want to say that because that comment can be highly offensive to someone who's going through an abusive relationship. So I can't say those kind of things because I don't want to trigger nobody who's, using women to escape the abuse. You get what I'm saying? So, that crossed my mind, but I did not want to say that because there's people who are in abusive relationships who try to escape their abuser through YouTube. They may be in the attic somewhere, hiding under a chair, listening to Lemon. Because they know if they go upstairs, somebody might beat their ass. So I'll just be very conscientious of the words that I speak. So, well, I didn't want to say that, but you are true. True. Lemon is loyal to Lemon's storyline as he should. Yeah, but they'll leave you at the end of the day. They'll leave you by yourself. I bet he talks to his mom that way because I don't think so. I don't think so. I disagree, Rhonda, because I feel like if he did, when his mama banged on that wall, he'd be like, "What?" He was like, "What? Leave me alone, damn it!" He would have said something like that, but he immediately put it on mute. And then when she said, "Are you gonna take out that trash?" He didn't say like, "When I want to." He didn't say nothing like that. So I think it's like, yo, maybe he tired of his mama beating his ass and telling him what to do. Because he sure did flip back. You know what I mean? Like, I guess his mama, ooh, no, I'm talking about the man mama. But anyway, I guess his mama done bullied him so much in his life, he feel like he's entitled to bully all the women on him as much as he wants to. Because of that pent up energy, child. I don't know. Mm. What's up, so Bob? How you doing? Good to see you. Thank you for being here. So is his mama to blame? Ooh, is he raised in a one parent household and his mama doesn't sit up here and cause all this anger that he has towards women? Is that the case? Mm. Shady Lives used to say half of them old bats want to F him, but they aren't his genotype. They let him verbally abuse them. So maybe he verbally effing them? I don't know. You know, he was showing people in the platinum chat his body. I heard he doing that over there in the Discord, showing people his body. But apparently it's not the same body that he used to have. But he still think he got it. I told you he was a private dancer, dancing for money. I told y'all that. I told you he was a private dancer. He was the internet boy, whatever they call him, rent boy or something like that. You know, they sitting in front of the camera and you just tell them what you want to do. Dancing for money. So I think that's what he was, you know, a private dancer. So, but you know, you got to keep your body in shape. You can't be running around like Terry tried his ass. Terry tried his ass and says, "Oh, remember like those abs you used to have?" I was like, "What?" She said, "Oh, in those pictures with those abs you used to have." I was like, Terry. I'm like, Terry, you could have like, damn, Terry. But I mean, Terry had to tell the truth. Transfer some anger, probably so. Probably so. Probably so. Probably so. All right, if y'all want to, feel free to send a gesture, $ Sir King Crown, y'all. No means no, child. I think he throws drunken tantrums on his mom, and I know she's sick of him, considering he's such a disappointment as a son. You know, no means no. That's the real tea right there. That's the if anybody ever able to break down that family situation, that's the real tea right there. Because you got to understand, you know he got a sister, right? You know he got a mama. He say he got had a brother or has brothers. Nobody don't know. Then you say he by himself. So if he the youngest, that child, he may be the one that's being baby in the house. You know, especially if they part of that gang culture, and she done seen people lost to the streets. They probably keeping him, you know, close at home so he won't get lost to the streets. I don't know. No, I understand, Robin. I don't understand. That's something, you know, I understand. But sometimes I heard that, you know, he be showing people his body, but they don't ask for it. He be using people in the Discord as guinea pigs and be saying, "Do you like what they say? Do you like what they see?" And they be like, "Oh hell no!"
Oh, hell
And then he get mad and curse their ass out. So I don't know. Like I don't know. That whole Vegas thing was weird. You going down to the, you ain't never take off the. You know what? Y'all be crazy to find that man got a whole damn like he got a whole damn scar in the back of his head or on his head. That's why he never took off his do rag because you can see he ain't right. That'd be crazy if y'all saw that. He had a whole damn scar on his head. Mm, I'm just saying, who do that? Who do that? Like who? And it was hot, so you know his head was hot. He ain't now, I'm not looking. I'm not looking for the man to take off anything dealing with his head, but it's just weird if you think about it. He in the whole damn thing wrapped up like he part of the Taliban in Vegas. I'm just saying. So something wrong? Like he got an indentation or a scar? Who knows? Like, or maybe he a damn alien or something. I don't know. Maybe he got his third eye on top of his head. I don't know, but that's weird. You go somewhere and it's, I can understand. You said, "Oh, I'm in New York and it's cold," and he up there visiting Rico, but you up there in Vegas wrapped up your head all wrapped up, and you ain't take it off once, and you sleeping with it. Kwani, where you at, girl?
Something, 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 something just ain't right. It just ain't right.
I just thought, I'll be thinking about that, like, damn, like, he didn't want, like, it was like, y'all, if y'all saw him without that, it probably would have broke the internet. Either he got like a badass receding hairline, like that shit come down to the middle of the back of his cranium and go back up to his temple, or something. He just did not want y'all to see that shit because he was very diligent and focused as to like not let y'all ever see him without that damn wrap on his head. I was like, ooh, I didn't. Now I'm thinking about it, like, damn. Oh Lord, I was just damn. Wait a minute. I'm trying to think. Like, wait, damn. Have we ever seen Linda without a hat on? Have we ever? No, I don't think they ever seen Linda without a hat on. Mm. Anyway, he better not do no meetups. He said, I feel like he got a cone head. He got something wrong with his head. Something's wrong with his head. Something's wrong with his head. Either he got a big ass sore, a scab, a wound. Maybe somebody bust him in the head with a beer bottle. I don't know. And he still got wounds for that. I'm sure with that mouth and the way he talked, somebody don't mind cracking his head or something. You never know. He may have been in the fight. It never happened in my raspy voice. What never happened? Hypnotic touch. What happened, girl? What never happened? But I just, no. It's just a lot of stuff is just weird. But I don't think they're gonna meet up. I don't know. Now they were trying to make money. Like I said, that boxing venture may have been somewhat lucrative. Um, you know, but I don't know. Mm. All right, y'all. Did I drop my link? I don't know. I'll drop it again in case anybody got anything they want to say. But that's it. Oh, he never showed his head. Mm. That's crazy. You know what would have been crazy if they had went to the pool. If they had went to the pool hitting out a touch, if they had went to the pool, that would have been all the confirmation we would have needed. If he had went to the pool and he went in with that damn do-rag, I'm like, okay, that's it. That's a wrap. That's a wrap. He got something wrong. Oh, okay. You say you never. What's up, Sally? About nope, never seen. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He ain't never been seen without that damn that his hair covered. Child, you know he might. Ooh, Lord, that's what they need to ask Eli and Michael Jackson. What's wrong with living head? Michael Jackson. Does Lemon look like Bubbles without that scarf on his head? Does Lemon got a bubble on the back of his head? Oh, that's what they should be. I was just like, oh. Something ain't right. Y'all know something ain't right. You know, something ain't right. Shit, Rick Reed. We didn't see Rick Reed without his hat on his head. And he looked like Mini-Me. So, I don't, But anyway, more power to him. Oh, somebody coming up. Who this? Oh, what's up, Philly T? Hey, Philly T, how you? Who this? Who that? Who that? Is that Lemon's former body? Ooh, child. Can I hear you? Is that Lemon's former body? Ooh, Lord. Is that Ozempic? Ozempic, what's going on? Ozempic, what's going on? Oh, child. Ozempic want to stare. Hold on. What about the grinder app, the wigs, the perfume, and the cologne? That with perfume is the prime process he living at last, so that's why he could. No, Rhonda, I think the perfume is his mama's. Does he dabble in cross dressing? Probably a little bit, depending on if you pay to see him on the internet and that's what you want, then that's what he'll dress like. But go back to when he cared up for dragons. y'all. When he came up for dragons and he did that swisher say in the head, when he did that, I knew. I was like, no, no, no. I was like, no. I was like this, y'all. When he did that swisher say for dragons, I was like, mm. Go. I forgot where that was. That I have to ask Dragons if we ever see her again on her electric bike. But I was like, no, he did the. Ooh, you know, no. Sir King, please explain the grinder app. Okay, so the situation was me and Pizarro were on his panel, and he was going. I don't know what he was looking for. He was going through. He was going through his phone. He was going through his phone, and on his home screen, he had flipped to his home screen. Now he says he did this on purpose, but there was no way he would have done it on purpose because he didn't know we were ever going to ask for him to do this, one. And two, he was in his car, I guess, went into the glove box with some other phone. And there on that phone was the Grinder app. The audience saw him on getting the Grinder app. I mean, going through the phone. And then on top of that, we saw a picture of his home screen of a boy, not a boy, excuse me, of a man who was like posed like a woman in woman's clothing. And we like, what, nigga? If anything, you just should be a football player, a basketball player. And then they kept pressing him, and it showed that he was banned from the app. So you can't say, oh, you accidentally downloaded it, all that stuff. It means that you were banned for the app. And then they went on to be like, why would you be banned for the app? Obviously for violating rules, but also for solicitation of services and all that other stuff. So that's the story behind the Grinder app. Hey, where the abs go? Abs, where you went? Abs. Where the abs go? Abs done disappeared. I'm entertained by CC commentary, but I don't care about anyone's links for sexuality but my own. Okay, I understand. Explain having the Grinder app and getting banned again. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. That's pretty much the whole story as to what happened. Yeah, but he still did not give a legitimate reason as to why you even had that app on your phone. Like it wasn't like Plenty of Fish or Christian Mingle. That's straight up a gay app. Like, why would you even do that? Like, you shouldn't even know what Grindr is. The only grind you should know is with that song with Pleasure P, Grind on Me. That's it. Mm-mm. What's up, December baby? December baby, even though it's July, says SK respectfully, how can you talk about women do that when you really never seen what you look like? I'm just saying, but have you not seen him on the back chat before? Nope. Never seen him in the back chat. And the way to answer your question is I have not compromised the brand of Avatar Nation. Women decide to compromise the brand of Avatar Nation and divulge what he looked like when he went on the damn vacation. I've had a plethora of opportunities to go on vacations and divulge me, but at the end of the day, I'll stay true to the principles. So that's why I can make commentary. Is Abs back? Hold on, let me add Abs to the stage. What's up, Abs? Abs, do you want to talk? I can't hear you, Abs, if you trying to talk. Abs, are you talking? Abs, you there? Abs. I guess Abs is speaking through their abs. But we can't hear you, Abs, if you're trying to talk to us. But maybe they're just saying they want to use their abs to speak. But so yeah, so that's the situation. I never, and then the simple baby to answer your question, I felt like the whole partnership that we had from a YouTube creator standpoint was that we never divulged personal information about each other or anything like that. So I think that's how that worked. To be honest, I didn't ask him about no personal details in his life. And he didn't ask him about his, but that's not what the premise of the the live was. It was about YouTube content, and that's pretty much was it. Abs. Writer Brazil says there's nothing wrong with being gay, but I think if he is and he spoke on his truth, or he's worried the woman will stop sending him money. Well, Rhonda, is that fair to the Terry P's of the world? Is that fair to the Terry P's of the world that you never had any interest in them to get with from the get go? I'm just saying. What you talking about? Him not a touch? That body looks very familiar. My heart dropped for a second. Abs. Are you gonna say something, Abs? Abs. Abs. Child, Abs is not saying anything. Um. Oh, the December baby. I'm good. I know. I know who Abs is. I know Abs. I saw them on the cover of Men's Fitness. Remember Jay Wilson and how he came out on here? I understand that, but damn, it's like, I get it. I don't know. I don't know. See, this is the thing between Jay Wilson and Lynn. Their stories are too different. I mean, their stories are completely different. Jay Lemon is actively living like a gay man. Like he out here doing his what they call them duck not duck cheeks but duck lips. When he came up for that girl Dragons, I'm like, no, Jay Wilson ain't coming up like that. You know what I'm saying? Jay Wilson, I hope he ain't got no picture of a man in a sequins dress as his avatar. It's like Jay Lemon living like that, you know? And then you gotta think about it. Lemon was a thespian. Excuse my French, but that's a lot of them fruitcake boys be up in that class, right? Who be up in the class that's really acting class? The fruitcake boys. So so now you put in two. So this male bravado is an act by Lemon. And Nurse K already said it. He was up there with Michael Jackson and Eli asking about wigs, and then she thought it was gonna be one of his homegirls, but it turned out to be one of his homeboys asking about the wig. So I'm just connecting the dots. But to me, being an actor is just being a professional liar. That's what it is to me. You're just very good and skilled at it. It's just given a different, respectable name. That's what I'm saying. Especially when you start using it on people. Storyline says Lemon sells sexuality mystery and the ladies buy into it. Okay. Then he's found a niche while calling them the B word. I'm going with my audio must be yeah, Philly T, I think so. You never know, because you might be his next target, girl. We want to keep you out of the line of fire, girl. If y'all want to, feel free to send a gesture to Dogsign Circle Crown. Thank you once again to Philly T for her gesture earlier. I appreciate her incessant support on this platform. I really do. Because you ain't got to share your money with me. You can share it with Domino's, Tacos, McDonald's, anybody. So I appreciate you sharing it with Sir King because people go out and earn the money, and it's truly a blessing when they do decide to share with us content creators. I truly do appreciate that. So really do. Anything else I want to talk about? No. Just to wrap it up, y'all. Why Lemonade got that smoke for King Roman. Since King Roman was the one that was really being messy during that part of the live, I did not call in. So no. Oh, you're welcome, Rhonda. Anytime. You're welcome. I'm glad to share my time with y'all. I'm really in a moment of stress right now because today, well, was it today? No. Friday was the last day of the gym, one of my gyms, so I got to figure out what the hell I'm going to do. Also, I'm going to try to learn a new computer language. I ain't going to tell y'all which one because I got to see how successful I'm going to be, but I'm preparing myself. Well, we're going to switch it from the gossip to the actual news. I'm going to try to prepare myself because it's really concerning if AI is going to displace us. I'm trying to see how I can still be part of this working world. So I'm gonna try to learn me a new computer language. So I'll keep y'all abreast on how that's going. Because hopefully I can advertise myself as someone who's proficient in this computer language and get me a skill set that's in demand. So that's how I look at it. I can't pretend to have 18 theology degrees and still from the church, so I just can't do that. So, but other than that, that's and just from the market standpoint, be prepared for a lot of market volatility in these upcoming days because when Trump's goal is to have that bill signed by January 4th. July 4th. July 4th. I feel we know that's going to add. We're already 47 or 43 trillion dollars in debt as a nation. They already said that's going to put us in the hole more because now he's going to be collecting less taxes, and that's how we pay our interest on the debt that we owe. Then pay attention for that July 9th, July 10th date. That's the date. Now he talking about he gonna raise. Now this is making me so mad, y'all. Them motherfuckers done set up there and said they knew they had 200 countries to sit up there and say, "Oh, we gonna get it done. We gonna get the tariff negotiations done." Now they sit up and say, "Well, we got 200 countries, so we just gonna sit up there and give them a standard rate of 25%." Watch the stock market sell the hell off if that actually happens for 25%. So I'm just telling y'all to be prepared. They're also pushing crypto. If y'all pay attention to Robinhood got some new thing where they pushing crypto heavy and all this shit. I'm still trying to understand it. I'm like, what in the hell? But anyway, anyhow, the government is pushing that, so just prepare. Just be on the lookout for that stuff like that. So once they said once Main Street is able to monetize and be able to benefit from crypto, that's when you're gonna see a real push. And I see the push coming. Um, Other than that, thank y'all for being a great audience. Really, y'all, from my Avatar Nation fans, subscribers, uh, moderators, and members. I really do appreciate y'all because at the end of the day, longevity, it's hard to maintain longevity in this game. Like, it really is. It really is because people do get attached to you, and some people they abscond like they want to. So when you have people who really follow you for for however long and still remain dedicated, it is truly something to not take advantage of, and it's something not to curse people out because people that left may want to come back. You know what I mean? And it's a blessing, and I feel blessed every day because I'm an avatar, and the hardest thing to really I feel believing is something or someone that you ain't never seen. But at the same time, it may be the easiest thing because you ain't got to run around looking at no damn booger wolf talking to you. And some people around here looking like motherfucking booger wolves, and you wish they would go behind a damn avatar. So, oh Lord, we got somebody who almost been 4 months or 48 months on the job. 4 months or 48 months. Thank you, Diva D. I appreciate you and in the wonderful life you living with all the additions that you have. So thank you so much for being a wonderful supporter as well. I appreciate you and staying with us and everything, Diva D.
Somebody ought to praise him in here.
Thank you so much, Diva D. I appreciate you. I really do. And that's not even counting the memberships these people had on other channels, which was the Avatar Nation channel. This is the offspring of that. Like people forget, people really forget. Like when I look back, I said I done what I need to do. I put bands in people's hands. We done had 3 channels that people don't follow me from platform to platform to platform to. You know what I mean? And we stay true to the mission. At the end of the day, I done did what I mean, I look back and said I done did what I had to do. You know what I mean? So, and like I say, I thank y'all for believing in the Avatar mission. Because a lot of people done show themselves and be like, "Woo, child, why did you do that?" So, but anyway, it's also about the message. So thank you for believing in the message. Her, Hershey needs to be an avatar. No offense. Ooh, yeah, that's a person that. No offense to her, but that's somebody that should have stayed at Avatar because they could have stayed. They could have taught as much shit as they wanted, and it still would have been captivating. Like she kind of took an L, I feel, because she gave them ammo to knock her with. Like you never want to give people an advantage, and she kind of gave people an advantage. Like they say she got ate up by what's her name? She got ate up by Sheffy because Sheffy like showed her ceilings in her bathroom, and we know her she can't do that because then you'll be dogging her out for the cracks and the moles and the sawdust and the dirt trails and everywhere. Like so I wish that's one person I felt like could have still been a bigger fixture than they are now if they would have just remained the Avatar and just would have just like roasted people. Like that would have been crazy. Would have been crazy, you know. So you can't live down the mold. Yeah, you can't. You can't live down the mold. That's why you can't. You know what I mean? You can't give them nothing that they can like really read you with. Like, you know what I mean? They want to say I had a whole, that whole stackable thing. That is funny to this day because what they saw was not a motherfucking stackable. And then on top of that, how you gonna read a stackable when I can say you want to come over? Do you want to wash your clothes? Do you want to pay $125 to wash your clothes for me to help you wash your clothes? Like that's crazy how they gonna read a stackable. Like what? Like at first I was like, what the fuck is a stackable? Like that's called a laundry unit, dummy. Stackable. Oh, you got a stackable. I'm like, what the hell? Give me like a ladder? What do you mean a stack? What they talking about a stackable? What the hell? Like what? Like, what? I'm like, oh. Anyway, won't God do it? Won't God do it? God stood up there protecting me with that ODS disco ball. Lord have mercy. Won't he do it? That's what you say. Won't he do it? That's what you say. God got me. That's what you say when he protect you with a damn disco ball. So thank you, ODS disco ball, child. DVDs is half the people that was trying to rush you about it don't even have a laundry room. Yeah, they over there probably don't knocking at you. They probably over there washing laundry by hand. I was just like, what? It's just like it's amazing what people think they see that they don't see. It's just crazy to me. It's like, okay. That disco ball, I guess. I don't know. Who knows what you would have seen? Shit. If the lady saw what they saw, they may have fallen in love with me. They may have fallen in love with me. I showed them my legs. They hounded me over my leg. Ooh, he chocolatey. He chocolatey. Ooh, I like the chocolatey man. So you never know. I might have a plethora of women. Who knows? So yes, I sure do. I really appreciate it. The power of the replay game is so strong over here. You'd be amazed that like you be looking at your live numbers and then you see the replay. It's like, damn, that many people watch the replay. So I appreciate those, and that's for everybody. A lot of people get a lot of replay love over here. So thank y'all for replaying if y'all sure do. All right, y'all. With that being said, hold on, y'all. 1 second. I think that's gonna be it. Hold on 1 second. All right. With that being said, hold on. I got to navigate back. That's gonna be it. I got to go. BK and Fat Head Brianna live now. If y'all want to go watch that hippopotamus, go ahead and feel free to do so. But child, I can't believe that lady moved to move in that man. Let me say that I can't believe Brianna moved to move in that man. I told you that lady. I told you she had moved because all of a sudden everything was hollow. Everything was hollow, and she couldn't go live before because he was there. He was there. So that's crazy. She'd have moved to move in that man. Anyway. What you say? Stack of walls cost more than a regular washer. They do. And y'all be careful of that washer dry thing they selling now, the combo. And the reason why I say be careful of that is because if one of them mess up, you can't wash nor dry your clothes. Like I understand that's a genius idea for those who are space constrained, but be careful of that. They're selling washer dryer combos all in one, meaning the washer and the dryer all in the same unit. Be careful of that because if one of them go wrong, then it's gonna be it's gonna be messed up. You can't do neither. So most likely. All right, y'all. I'm out of here. Y'all take care. Thank y'all for being a wonderful audience. If you want to, please send a gesture dollar sign circling crown. It'll be tremendously appreciated. With that being said, I'm out of here. Y'all take care. Have a great day. Bye, y'all. And remember who is really by your side before you go start changing the narrative and talking about you been betrayed as if you didn't done nothing to nobody with your lying ass. Sorry, y'all. I just had that ended on that. Gonna sit up there talking about you don't sat by somebody and act like you didn't do nothing. Look at what your ass done did for 1999. What? And you talking to their enemies as if they your best friends. Boy, you better get out of here with that mess. Oh, crying ass. Bye, y'all.